Alright, welcome in everybody to my first YouTube live stream doing Dark Souls 3 here. Try a new game plus consumables only. Just watched the Backlogs video and JK Leeds video on firebombs only and throwing knives only, so taking some inspiration from them. I'm also planning on recording this and turn it into a video. I don't know how many people I'll have here at the start, but getting ready to start our journey here in just a moment. Let's see if I go offline here so I don't have... Okay, I think I am offline. So our build here, just to show, not max level. I got a lot of levels in various things. 50 vigor, which I think is one of the soft caps. Maybe it's 40 in this game. But the important ones are going to be strength, dexterity, faith, and luck for this run. And everything else is kind of just gravy on top. The items that we have in our possession as far as consumables are the kukris, which are high damage but pretty slow. They do bleed buildup. And one of the reasons I have luck so high is the luck directly affects how much bleed buildup you get, which I had no idea until doing some setup for this run. Throwing knives, of course, the Church Guardian Shiv, which take FP to use, black fire bombs, poison throwing knives, and lightning urns. Then I do have rope fire bombs and rope black fire bombs, as well as dung pies and stalk dung pies. And I guess there is alluring skulls as well. Those are some of the items that we're going to have to use in this run. So and that's it for that. I've got some rings here as well. You know, Claranthe Ring of Favor, Prisoner's Chain, Lingering Dragon Crest are obviously, you know, just whatever. Hawk Ring, this allows the damage drop off for some of the items, especially throwing knives, to stay a little bit higher at long range, and in a ranged run we definitely want to make sure we keep range. Flynn's Ring, Lightning and Fire Clutch Ring, Red Tearstone, Lloyd's Sword Ring, and then Pontiff's Right Eye. All of those should be pretty obvious why we are using those. So I'll just put an Estus on my hotbar. And let's go, before we take our journey, let's go and get our Estus allotted properly. Let's go, I don't know, 8-3. Doesn't really matter. We just gotta fight Udex Gundyr first. So. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get into the run. Oh, I should say my Miracles and Pyromancies. I have Karthus Beacon, Sacred Oath, Deep Protection. I also have Spook and Oral Decoy, Hidden Body, Power Within, Great Heal, and Vow of Silence on the list of things that we might use. But we'll see about that. I don't think there's anything else, so let's begin Journey 9. Make sure I got all my weapons. Okay, Sunlight Straight Sword, 2 Marine Blades, Old Wolf Curved Sword, Bloodlust, a Shield, Chime, and Pyromancy Flame. Very good. Let's get into it. Start this journey. Well, there goes the camera there. That's what happens whenever you click off screen. I'm not going to fight any of these guys, I don't think. There's no reason to do it. Let's just run all the way to the first bonfire. I think for Udex Gundyr it's probably going to be lightning urns and maybe kukris. Should probably reorganize how I want my hotbar to be so that I can get to the appropriate consumables whenever I want. Seems like a prudent idea to start off. Let's do lightning urns first. I know Udex Gundyr is pretty weak to lightning. Kukris, let's go poison, regular, and then fire bombs. We'll put the shivs at the end there. And I guess I'll have my Estus. Too bad there's not a hold down thing like there is in Elden Ring, but whatever. This fight, I think I'm gonna go with this setup first. You know, I have the hyper mode set up if I need to, but I want to do a repeat attacking type of moveset here. So I should get my rings in order before I pull out this sword. Let's do Lloyd's sword ring. Let's take off the Chloranthy ring. Let's put on a lightning clutch ring. Seems like a good idea. And then we'll do Karthus Beacon and Sacred Oath, I think. Alright, first boss of the run, Udex Gundyr. Let's see if we can't first try him. Should really have my shield on, I think. 387 damage is pretty good. Doesn't even change at range. Phase transition pretty soon. Get some kukris in when he does that. Should be right now, I think, right? Yes. Because there's not really a good reason to not continue. Oh, there we go, took a first hit. Not really a good reason to not just continue lightning urns. Yeah, they still do the best damage, it looks like. That is a deceptive range. Oh man, we got our first death of the run because I was trying to switch over to my Estus flask. Well, that's a little disappointing. A little disappointing indeed. But that's alright. And I think my desktop audio went... so let's reorganize our hotbar now that we know we can probably do this with just the lightning urns, I think. Can always throw like regular throwing knives on there if we need them. But I gotta think with just the lightning urns, we should be okay. Let's also do... Let's just do the wolf... I can't remember what this weapon is called, but wolf blood greatsword, I think it is. This gives you an attacking bonus with repeat attacks. I don't think it's gonna matter. There we go, you're rolling again. It's a bad performance to start off. Sure, they just bait that jump attack more. So I'll just chalk that first death up to me having played Elden Ring for the past couple days, get set up for the all bosses, new game +8, +7, whatever it is, one shot attempt run. Okay, phase transition? Yes. So I think that does more damage, or not more damage, but I think that the repeat bonus that we get from both Pontish Red Eye and the Greatsword I think that is affected. Looked like I was doing a little bit more damage with that that lightning arrow. Gotta make sure I'm on the right throwable here. Tell him out of practice. I knew I was gonna take a hit there. Let's not die a second time, eh? Two more, just don't choke. Finish him off with throwing knives. Alright, first boss down. One hit. Or one death, rather. I'll take it. Turn my mouse off here so I don't keep screwing up the camera. Hope everybody's having a good time this Friday evening. Get a lot of snow around the area here. And a shovel. Really for the first time all year, haven't had too much snow outside of these past couple of days. Should mention as well, I have basically full stacks of all of the consumables here. Again, you know, kind of the reasoning is that we're on Max New Game Plus. You should be able to stock up all the way up to, I think the inventory limits are 600 for those for some reason instead of 999. Regardless, it's not going to be much of anything to make sure we have enough of our throwables here, consumables in this run. I know that is a big point of intrigue for some of the runs that other people have done with this, but it's because they did it on standard New Game Plus instead of New Game Plus 7. Let's see, Vort. I think Vort is also weak to lightning. I mean, obviously I gotta get to him first, but I think lightning urns, kukris, and maybe throwing knives are going to be our standard setup for most bosses. Let's do our Estus as the number one. And we'll do our throwables after. That seems like a good idea to me. Still seems like the good setup. Let's go to the high wall. Hoping to make this an all bosses run. You never know. I think there are some bosses that we don't really have a shot at beating, especially some of the DLC bosses, if I had to guess. Gale and Medir especially. I don't really think there's a shot that we have a chance to beat him, but I could be wrong. Also want to try this one without doing the thing where you leave stacks of items outside the fog wall for the bosses. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but that would be something that would be awesome if I can accomplish that. Let's keep that on. You gotta remember not to accidentally swing the sword, so let's do this instead. Don't need to go there. And make our way down to Vort. Do some nifty platforming. I always take the high route. That does pretty good damage to the knight. Suppose I should get this bonfire as well. Thought about just running all the way there, but it's probably good practice to light all the bonfires. You got throwing knives? I got throwing knives, buddy. And they just do so much damage in high New Game Plus cycles. Wearing full Dragon Slayer armor and a hollow almost killed me. A couple of throwing knives and a couple of melee attacks. over there, Herald Legion Knight. Holy cow. You're not nearly enough damage to him. Let's just outrun that bad boy. Thought that was at least gonna do like, I don't know, 250? But nothing at all. I gotta say, this was one of the worst runs. Maybe not runs isn't the right word, but come on. One of the worst areas in the one-shot video that I did. You can see why. What I should do, I should just quit out here, reset the AI. Seems like a good idea. Don't want to pick up my second death of the run based on some just regular enemies, do I? I heard that crossbow. I don't think I didn't hear it. Oh, so now nobody wants to chase me? Shouldn't have spoken so soon. Thought that guy was not going to come inside the elevator chamber. He did, though. Let's see. We only used 2 lightning urns. I know we have a couple of Estus charges that were down. But I think I'm fine with just rushing to Vort. It's probably going to get me killed, but whatever. Like I said, it's going to get me killed. Unless you just sneak around him like that. You can also just drop down here, onto this ledge. Onto this ledge. And now they should be off my tail. Because we're in the boss room. Let's see, let's do Sacred Oath again. Do want that extra... maybe a seed brew. I don't have one. Use a Divine Blessing. I want the extra damage from Lloyd's Sword Ring. So let's do Karthus Beacon and Sacred Oath again. 144 damage. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Even up close, huh? 83 damage on Kukris. Honestly, throwing knives are not bad. Can I poison him? Oh wow, that had a lot longer sweep than I was expecting it to. And that one missed though, huh? Switch back to the I swear I'm gonna have to get a bleed or a poison or something. Maybe he's immune to poison? I don't know. I'm really laying onto him. Laying into him, rather. Yeah, he seems to be immune to poison, unless I'm mistaken here. could do. Almost invalidated. So I was trying to get the Yorkshire's Chime weapon art to go. He's using the Elden Ring two-hand. Gives me some extra HP over time. Phase 2. Charge. And the awesome boss music starts. Okay, didn't expect that to hit. Gotta get out of there. He's just not bleeding. And there's the second death of the run. That's some good lessons from that fight, I think. Definitely going to need, I would say, a bunch of fire bombs. Probably. As well as let's ember up here. So the poison throwing knives did basically nothing on that entire fight. Let's go with fire bombs and black fire bombs as well. I do wonder. I'm gonna look this up here. Let's see if Vort can be toxic. I do not know off the top of my head. Okay, he's immune to bleed, poison, toxic, and frostbite. That I did not know. It's good to know, though. So that means what we should probably do, let's take this off, put the fire clutch ring on. To not worry about the poison throwing knives at all. And let's go with this setup. Of course, could use poison throwing knives for a little bit more damage should that come to a head. Hopefully it does not. But with the way that fight went, I think it might. We'll see. Also, I'm not sure why I'm going this way. But I am, so. I shall also get a health over time spell attuned if I don't make it this time. And I would really, really hate to have to do this in hyper mode, even though the damage output is going to be quite a bit higher if we do so. It would be quite annoying to do that, I would have to imagine. Let's also go deep protection this time, gives me a little bit more stamina. Let's do lightning urns and fire bombs to start, I think is what we're gonna do. Still 120 damage. It's not terrible. Definitely a doable fight. Let's see what black fire bomb does. Doing 128 with that. 140, a little bit more. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. What about a regular firebomb? Looks like it's 132. It's with deep protection. Let's get Sacred Oath in this bad boy. $96, huh? Just gonna go ham with the throwing knives. That's like almost a full stack. Not too bad. Oh, there's a good bit of damage. Double sip here. I love it if you did the charge again. It's real easy to punish. As if on cue. There goes the stock. And it died. Oh, that's frustrating. But not too bad. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Let's see here. Don't mean to do that. So, I don't think we need regular fire bombs. Getting kukri is not terrible. Do I want to put on any different? I don't think so. Let's keep on. I could try this with not a hyper mode, but a really low equip mode on here. Let's take that off. I'm not 100% sure if that actually works, but let's do it. And then let's go. I think that's all we need here. I want to try this one time. If this doesn't work out, maybe I'll go back to a armor set and get like bountiful sunlight or something like that. Could be a good idea. Suppose I should probably stop just taking random damage from doing that. Let's actually go down the ladder this time, eh? Does make me a little bit nervous isn't the right word, but I'm curious to see if we're going to be able to do even like Dancer. I think she might be able to bleed. So I don't really know. Poison maybe? I don't know. I'd have to assume that she has the same exact like resistances and stuff as Vort does, but that could be incorrect. Right, let's see what we got here. Missed. That's like 6 extra damage. It's kind of funny. Should probably try kukris. 83. Black fire bombs, are they affected by Lloyd's sword ring? Okay, that's good damage. 147. Okay, just gotta get him to that phase transition. Go to town. Okay, apparently I got frostbite from that, huh? Hey, if he just wants to get stuck on the wall, I'll take it. Gotta say, some of the dodging windows in this fight are pretty generous. Okay, If you actually want to hit him with the kukris, that would be great. Can't really tell if the Pontiff's Right Eye and Sword Grass, Great Sword, whatever it's called, is actually doing anything. I don't think that it is. I thought that it might, but I guess I could be incorrect. What are you doing there, Gordon? And there we go, Vort down, nice. I think that was 3 tries it took. Honestly, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think the light load probably helped out a little bit. But I can't tell. No, that's that one I want to take off. I want to take off... No, I think that's right. Let's go speak to Emma, get ourselves our banner, head down to the Undead Settlement. And I want to say the first time I played this, I think Vort took me not the most tries, but I think it was like, it was top 10, maybe even top 5 of the bosses that we fought. I know Dancer, I think Dancer took me the second most tries of the non-DLC bosses, only behind the Twin Princes. Twin Princes were a nightmare. Actually, the first time I beat them was the cheese method, where you get behind him on the rug, or whatever you want to call it. And I finished him off with a bow. Nowadays I fight them regularly. I think it's one of my favorite fights. I'm gonna go re-allot Estus here. Let's go 10 and 1. Seems like a better mix, I think. Not 2 bosses, 3 deaths. Not terrible. Not terrible. If I did my death counter right, maybe I have 4 deaths. Oh, I have 3. Let's ignore that. It's just me clicking back onto the game. See if I should do the Curse Rotted Greatwood. Might as well, right? Try him out. He's got 21,000 HP and New Game +7. Holy cow. But very weak to fire. Say hello to the giant friend right there. Let us do... Seems fine. Probably don't need Karthus Beacon on my spell list anymore now that I look at it. Let's take that off. Just turn on Vow of Silence maybe. Or maybe you can go Hidden Body. Make these run-throughs a little bit easier. Put on Spook as well. I sit down again because I need a catalyst, don't I? Should go to the right location. Let's take that off. This is easy enough to run through. I don't think we need to go there. Turn on Spook and Hidden Body. Assuming they stack, I guess I don't actually know. Should also get some Alluring Skulls for the Curse Rite of Greatwood. Well, no part, buddy. Okay, apparently that he did want some parts of it. Also gonna let's grab the Lothric War banner while we're in here. Which looks like, what does that look like? This, of course. I've never used these before. At least to this extent. Good to know that you can basically just be entirely invisible. Until they wear off, of course. So that should also mean I should put on the Lingering Dragon Crest ring whenever I'm doing these run-ups. Nonetheless, doesn't really matter. Yes, Hodrick, I know you wanted to invade. But we are not going to endure that invasion because I don't really feel like it. Now, I've got to imagine that the Curse Rite of Greatwood is not particularly weak to bleed in any facets. Let's put on the regular fire bombs. Also need to grab some of our Alluring Skulls, which are here. Now, free aiming these fire bombs is always a little bit of a chore. I will try my best. Not a great start. Oh, come on. Go. Holy cow, he does so much damage. So that's what I get for coming in here, no armor. Buddy, could you just leave me alone? Okay, I took a hit, but I didn't get hit. Am I not hitting? Holy crap, how am I alive? That's not what I meant to do. Am I going crazy? Like, I'm not sure why I'm not taking damage. I'm not sure why I'm not doing damage. taking damage from him. I guess I'm just straight up missing with the fire bombs there, huh? Guess it's throwing knives all the way. It's good to know. Alright, well, that's a death. So that in mind, let's do this and this. Let's take that off. Let's put some poison throwing knives, and honestly, you know what we should do instead of lightning urns? We should put shivs right there, because I have these things really go places. And I have an inkling that they might do quite a bit of damage to the Great Wood himself. Let's also put our armor back on here. That was close. I don't mind taking deaths, but I really do not want to die against just random enemies. Damage on these things are pathetic. It's kind of funny, actually. Come on, buddy, work with me, will you? pop already. Holy cow. I swear I've hit this thing like 30 times. I'm getting pretty good at free aim in this. Poison knives though. At least I feel like I am. Only I could stop taking damage like an idiot. I don't know why, this just doesn't do any damage for some reason. So odd. Will lightning urns do damage? Maybe. Okay, we're going phase 2. And a very good thing, you take an immediate hit of damage. Well, that's a death. I don't really know what's going on with some of these hitboxes here. But given those fights, I think I am just going to skip this boss because I don't know if there's a really good reason to do it. And yeah, I have no idea why those fire bombs weren't doing any damage. But whatever. Could go do Dancer if we wanted to. Might be interesting. But I think I'm going to do the bosses in order. Let's go do Crystal Sage. Is that next? That's next, right? My memory is not failing me. Who knows, maybe I'll come back to the Curse Rotted Greatwood at some point. When that point would be, I don't know. It is certainly not something I want to do right now. I'll have to go back and watch some other people trying to do that with firebombs only. Because again, I really have no idea why I was not doing damage to him when I was hitting him right in his hitboxes, but whatever. No big deal. Really? I have to kill Hodrick before I can go in here? I did not know that. Yeah, I should do in that case. Can I even use this? Can I quit out? No, it usually doesn't let you quit out whenever you've got somebody that has invaded you, but I'm playing offline, so there's certainly nobody that was going to be able to invade me, and even if they were, playing at like soul level 350-ish, so I doubt there's too many people. Yeah, that's weird. I have never seen the fog wall on that door before. Again, welcome to anybody who is joining. This is my first YouTube live stream. Trying to make it interesting for you. Doing Dark Souls 3. That kills me. It's a dumb way to keep a death. I thought that you could survive that fall. Doing a Dark Souls 3, consumables only on max New Game Plus difficulty. I had no idea that fall killed you. That's how I like to skip through. At least I thought that's how you could skip through. Maybe you gotta have like a replenishment on or something like that. Try Spook, now that I think about it. Let's try that when I'm up there next time. Seems like it could work, right? So we got to restart my recording. I apparently stopped that. Again, I am planning on making this into a YouTube video whenever I am done. It does reduce fall damage, right? Not, yeah, okay. Although, you know what, now that I think about it, I think the elevator will be up when I am up here next time, so. I suppose you should just have Spook on to begin with whenever you're doing this run through, if you're trying to do like a speed run or something like that. And whenever you get to this door, you cast that bad boy, do that double roll down the elevator shaft in the tower, and you skip a elevator ride. But I'm no speedrunner, so what do I know? Now, I bet I can skip by this Outrider Knight, though. Yes, I can. Doesn't even turn around to see me. The next boss up, whenever we get there, is Crystal Sage. I think Crystal Sage should be pretty easy. And I should also do this. Because we have Vow of Silence, which... I guess I've never fought a Crystal Sage like that, but I gotta imagine that it completely invalidates anything that he can do to me. So odd to run through the game like this. Enemies can't see or hear you at all. Gotta say, it's pretty ominous just walking around and not making any noise. Something I've never done before. Let's keep that on. We don't need those, just need a Vow of Silence. Let's go Deep Protection. Let's see here, what do we want to use for the Crystal Sage? Honestly, let's drop all our armor. Let's go with Flynn's Ring, Lloyd's Sword Ring, Ring of Favor +3, and Chloranthy Ring. And then we're going to want to do primarily physical damage. Let's do this bad boy. Definitely want to have a couple of casts of Vow of Silence. Let's go Throwing Knives. Let's go Poison Throwing Knives. Pretty sure that he can be poisoned. Throwing Knives second. Kukris. And then Church Guardian Shivs probably next. And then hopefully that's all it's going to take. If not, we'll probably have to come back with like fire bombs or something. I should probably also go back and get a couple more Ashen Estus if I'm going to do this setup where I run with Spook and Hidden Body on, and then I use Vow of Silence a couple of times. Good. That's not the right spell. Oh, Hidden Body, not Oral Decoy. In fact, let's throw that bad boy into storage. Try this again. Should be all we need. Just gotta get past this sorcerer guy right there. And we're good. Now let's just pump Vow of Silence in this bad boy. Which I thought worked. Apparently it doesn't, huh? How about that? No, okay, it does. Guess I just had to be a little bit closer. poor fight here. And even still, I think I'm going to be okay. I got poison on him. Let's go for the bleed. Wow, that does so much damage. Oh, and a bleed. Beautiful, beautiful. It's gonna pop up right there again, right? No, you're not. There you are. Oh no. Well, that was a very long fight, and we gotta go do it again. What I should do is I should just throw on armor for this fight, I think. It's gonna help out quite a bit. Take that off. Let's do the hawk ring. Poison that throwing knives here. It's a good strategy though, I think. It's too bad the poison from the throwing knives does not work like the pestilent mist poison. But whatever. not going well. I should be safe up here for the rest of the fight. Just keep our throwing knives on hand. As long as the poison ticks off the rest of his HP, should be good, right? Please? I really hope it does. It's like a 10-minute long fight. Looks like I broke his AI. Almost. Maybe not. Still going down there. Really? Didn't quite kill the Crystal Sage, huh? There we go. Oh boy, that must have taken like 10 minutes. And with that, I think I'm going to call it for this evening. Gotta go shovel. I don't think I have too many viewers here, but everybody that is here, thanks for joining us. Got 3 kills with 7 deaths. It's not too bad of a ratio. We'll see how far I get into this one if I want to go ahead and do this series. This one's probably going to take me quite a bit to actually go ahead and record. I think I'm going to hop over to Elden Ring and continue my journey there until I can put out that video, which I'm hoping is going to do pretty well.